Hunting in the rainy season has always been a pain in my diode. Avoiding falling ash from Chrome Ridge is easy for me. With the bounties, they slip up, get caught in eruptions. It's hard not to get angry at them for wasting my time. I try not to ask for too much from a bunch of numb nodes not smart enough to avoid having a contract out on them. It's just that I remember when there used to be Decepticons who were a challenge. But all the worthy ones, already hunted by us master body scrappers. I'm running out of stragglers to junk. This bounty goes straight to Gold City. Out of 3 territories, Gold City, Pax, and Prowl's whole thing, I'm best built for the GC. Gold City's a city built by traitors and backstabbers. Paranoia's the name of the game. Everyone gets twitchy when you stare too long. But all I want to do is get in and out fast.
Hey, Blurr, let us know what kind of mood he's in, huh?
Your body scrapper's looking for new applicants, Blurr.
You slow down in the GC, this is where you get stuck. I refuse to get stuck here and end up like Ratchet, who's been trying and failing to make the unbeatable bot that wouldn't have died in battle next to him, causing him all sorts of trauma.
If you're not going to answer my questions, shut up.
Or something like that. Presents for the doc!
I've asked you 1,000,000,000,000 times to tell me when you're on the way. In case you can't tell, I have patience.
Does he mean the one on the slab, or the ones outside? I don't know. I'm not asking. I'm here because he's where you go for bounties in the GC. So, payment?
Same as usual, Blurr.
Good, because I want to point out how fast
You're efficient, Blurr. That's why I can still find work for you.
You know how good I am at—
You're not going to stop until I ask how it went, are you?
Thought you'd never ask. So you know how no one wanted to take this one because it
took you from Prowl's lands and back into GC. Yeah.
I snuck in no problem, although someone knew they were living on a borrowed spark. Barely got to play with this one, though.
Would have thought an adrenaline junkie like you would love that.
If it was just me running around those titanium turkeys, would have loved it. But I couldn't risk the bounty getting grabbed or having to recorner him. But I know I can outrun them. I can outrun anyone.
Well, if you're getting bored with your bounties, I shouldn't tell you about this one straight from Goldbug himself, huh?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't say that, Doc. What kind of bounty gets the big bug in your ear?
Not just mine. He's reached out to every bounty hunter and middlebot in the city. Bring the Decepticon in alive, or at least incapacitate him long enough that Goldbug's men can come to him. First one to grab the target gets a big payday. You're just the last one to hear about it because you were running around past the static zone. But knowing how fast you are, I'm sure you'll get it. One thing though, Blurr. Gotta be in one piece. Alive. Talking.
Wait, who's the bounty?
This may be the longest I've ever kept your interest.
Who?
Megatron's most trusted lieutenant, and the voice of the Decepticon rebellion. Starscream.
Ah! Think we clipped his wings, Chromie.
Chrome Dome and Hardhead are good body scrappers. Almost as good as me.
I know we're supposed to take him in alive, Hardhead, but Goldbug didn't say anything about not leaving a few cracks in his casing.
I don't like when I get my bounties stolen from under me.
One thing you should know about me. I am incredibly vain. I don't take to denting and cracking very well.
I've got you done right here!
I'm enjoying the opportunity to watch Starscream fight. Need to know what shape Megatron's second-in-command is in.
Who are you?
Not an inch of rust on him by the looks of it. Considering I thought he was dead, I'm impressed.
Let's cut to the chase, Decepticon scum. Who dares?
But Chrome Dome is a little too close to winning. Looks like you could use a hand, Seeker.
Looks like you're back-to-back with the wrong Cybertronian.
Blurr? What are you doing with Scream?
Hardhead, asking the hard questions. Sorry, not sorry, buddy. Truth is, Ratchet passed me a beacon. Could have pressed a button and called Goldbug down the second I saw Starscream.
I'll ask questions once we're done here.
But 1, I'm not trying to share the bounty with Chrome Dome and Hardhead. 2, I can't risk Starscream escaping if I press the beacon.
We're done. I've got questions.
And trust me, I've got your answers. But first, let's get you away from Gold City.
Even I can't argue with that.
The other body scrappers will forgive me later. they'd have done the same. Worse since we left them alive. We've cleared Gold City and entered the static zone. I could knock him out and ping Ratchet right now. Done deal. But if I'm going to bring down one of the last remaining legendary Decepticons, I want a story to go with it. So I've made a decision. I'm gonna convince Starscream to walk right into Goldbug's arms. Hey, stand down! I just saved you, I'm on your side!
You're an Autobot.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically.
There is no technically when it comes to Decepticons and Autobots. You're either with the tyrants or against them.
He talks like his side didn't lose the war hundreds of kilocycles ago. Pathetic. You don't trust the symbol. I get it.
That symbol is responsible for thousands of deaths. So yes, I am suspicious of a body scrapper who wears it.
Speaking slow enough that these over-soldered motherboards understand me has always been hard. You need me. Blurr, the fastest Autobot on the planet. Have you forgotten where you are? You just left Gold City, where body scrappers are after you. You're not going into Prowl's territory, because even if you weren't Cybertron's most wanted bot, everyone's on the menu there. Although, I guess if you want, you're more than welcome to take your chance with Pax. If Goldbug wants you, I'm sure Optimus Prime will take you in, if you want to risk it. Which leaves you stuck here in the middle, the static zone. Active volcanoes, lightning storms, and barren wastelands. No one lives in the static zone, or at least, no one survives. The nice thing about being a bounty hunter, though, is everyone needs us. We come and go all the time, and if someone doesn't want us around, too bad. We know all the safe routes. So if you need to go somewhere, and survive, I'm your only hope.
I'm not going anywhere, Blurr. I'm trying not to get shot out of the sky anywhere.
The pretentious little portlicker's almost sold on the whole bit, but he needs a little extra push. Look, Starscream, let me be real with you. I know what this symbol means to you, but for me, it's not a big political thing. It's survival. All the Decepticons fall for a sob story. I started out as scout, I guess before my bounty hunting days. As the war stretched into hundreds and thousands of cycles, I was in the heat of battle more and more. And yeah, I was an Autobot, because I thought I knew we were right. Who doesn't want order and control over chaos causing freedom? Sounded good. I just want things to make sense. And you didn't become a Decepticon unless you believed everything you were taught was a lie. After everything on Cybertron and on Earth, and the peace, us scouts were just around. And you know how dangerous it can be for bots like that, so we made ourselves useful. Oh, we started as couriers, but the packages got darker and darker over time. If we wanted to continue to move back and forth freely, we had to accept contracts as well. Fast forward a few hundred cycles or so, and that's how I ended up here. See, it's not that I'm an Autobot. It's that you can't be neutral nowadays.
Should I be swayed by your neutrality, Blurr? Do you think I believe that a lack of passion is worthy of some kind of empathetic, patronizing tug on my spark? I'm a Decepticon because I saw through the lies of your Autobot masters.
Oh, come on! Starscream, you misunderstand, Starscream. That's not what I meant. This is taking too long. I'm 2 nanocycles from just leaving a spark and some scrap for Goldbug to figure out. I just want peace. You know, the opposite of war. If Goldbug really wants you dragged in so bad that he's declared open season, the other Autobot warlords are going to hear about it, and they'll want you too. Whatever you've got, wherever they want you, I don't want to fight. Let me help you. Tell me how to help you. I wonder if there's an extra reward if I can get this out of him.
Fine, but this isn't because...
Sure, not a trust thing. I get it. It's necessity. So why don't you tell me what we're doing and how I can be of service? So mind games worked. Starscream told me where we're heading, but he won't tell me why. Helps that the fight with the other body scrappers means he's unsteady in the air and needs backup. Insisted on coordinates just past the deadest of deadlands in the static zone. Chrome Ridge. The volcanoes that keep Optimus from taking back Gold City. Too difficult to maneuver, not worth the costs. Which is fine by me, because that'll box him in until Goldbug and his boys show up. Can't wait to tack the one who brought Starscream to justice onto the fastest Autobot alive. What?
That's far enough, Autobot.
Thought we'd make it further before you got twitchy. Not that I'm complaining.
Blurr, please. I just want peace. Let me help you. Don't let my devastatingly good looks fool you. I'm always twitchy around Autobots.
Ha! Don't flatter yourself, Screamo. Ain't nobody swooning over an outdated seeker these days.
Outdated? I'm a classic, you overgrown junk heap!
Talk all you want, Starscream, but you can't keep up with me. You're gonna wear yourself out. I'm the fastest thing on Cybertron, and I can keep this speed up. Even if he takes it to the air, his wings are shredded. He's unsteady. He knows I've already won.
Ha!
You thought?
Where did you go?
You're already swinging it in air. Give it up. Am I going too fast? Let me slow it down for you. I lied about slowing down. I'll take him out, then signal Ratchet and Goldie to take him in. A legendary body scrapper takedown.
Let me give you some space.
Ah! You slimy exhaust kisser, how did you—
You were right. No Decepticon could ever outrun you.
No. No, 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 no.
Blurr, the fastest body scrapper of them all. Fastest being on Cybertron.
No, 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 no.
But I didn't need to outrun you. I needed to outthink you.
No! Not like this, not like this, not like this, not like this, not like this. Starscream, I'll get—
I don't know if you can hear me, Blurr, but I stayed the night. If you can hear me, you must know I stayed. I've been told I'm fairly talkative. I needed to make sure you couldn't follow me, but I also wanted to thank you. You did what you promised, even if that wasn't your intention. You got me one step closer to who I need to see. One step closer to Megatron.